Hello and welcome back to my channel. So with summer coming up pretty soon, for me at least, I know a lot of schools are already out or whatever, but summer is officially starting soon. So I wanted to make a video on all the books that I have read in the past that I think are the perfect summer reads, and I'll explain a little bit why, but yeah, so summer reads for 2022. Yay! So I want to just start off by saying literally any audiobook, if you get to just sit down on the beach and read an audiobook, it's just so relaxing. You don't have to worry about anything. Like, it could be literally about anything. It does not matter what type of audiobook. You just put in your headphones and you just sit back and you listen. So that is very nice. Very big plus is that you don't even get your book ruined, so yes, you don't risk that chance. So audiobooks are a way to go in the summer on the beach. And the next one I wanted to go with is a very obvious choice, but People We Meet on Vacation. Not the best book, but I did enjoy it. It was very cute. Friends to Lovers, which I love. And the main reason I chose this is because the characters are on vacation on this, so it just gets you more in the mood when you're on vacation. I actually read it when I went to Disney. I maybe read like 2 chapters because Disney's insane when I go. But yeah, the perfect summer read to get you in that mood. And you don't want, I guess you can read it in the middle of winter when you want to get away, but it's better to be surrounded in that good mood. So I definitely recommend that one. And then my second choice, I actually don't own. I got it from the library and I brought it on vacation with me. And I only read the second one for Empire Strikes Back, but they have one for A New Hope, but it's from a certain point of view. And it does not have an author because it's basically all different short stories, 40 short stories from different authors about different things that go on in the movie. And the reason why I chose from a certain point of view is because short stories are easier to read. You could just read one chapter and be done with the whole story. You're not gonna be on the edge of your seat in suspense, but you need to pack up and leave the beach. It's very easy to keep track of your place and get that little read in, because you might want to just read a little bit and then go into the water or whatever, and you don't have to worry about continuing the story, and it's easier to understand because during summer you have a lot going on, so you might not remember what you last read, but it definitely works. And the second one, not second, we're up to my third book I actually got from the library, and this one I did not read on summer, but it's all right. It's A Spanish Love Deception by I don't remember the author, but I'll insert a picture so you could see. And once again, these characters go on vacation and they are in a fake relationship for a wedding. So you get that whole vibe, and I think it's a very festive book, and it's very upbeat. You're getting ready for a wedding, not only it's a destination wedding, so you have that aspect, and it's a very light read, not really much to it, but it's fun. It's very just the main character, she's very outgoing and lively, so I just think she made me really happy, and that's how I always feel in the summer, just out there. So it's definitely a good book, relatable book for the summer. And then the next one is a fantasy series, and I love fantasy, so it's The Cruel Prince by Holly Black, the 3 books. And the reason why I chose this is because of all the fantasy books I've read, I feel like this is definitely the easiest to understand. It's not hard to follow a lot of fantasy books. It is YA. A lot of people have probably read this already, but definitely a good summer read. It does have a fall vibe, but if you wanted to read fantasy in the summer, this is definitely the easiest and lightest way to go. But the vibe of the characters is a little more fall, but that's all right. It's super fun. And as I said before, on summer, you don't want to have a book that is very hard to follow and remember what happened last. So this is a very quick read, whole series, so you could read it throughout your summer. I'm pretty sure I read the second and third one in 2 days, so it's very easy to get through, so that's fun. And then the next one is Today, Tonight, Tomorrow by Rachel Lynn Solomon. And this is one I wish I read at the end of June. So it's two rival seniors who just graduated high school, and it's their last day of high school, and then it goes into like this game they have to play afterwards, kind of like a scavenger hunt. But it made me, especially with still being in school, I wanted to read this at the end of the year because I was like, I wish my school did this. Like, I want to have all the fun they did. And it's like, it's the start of a summer type of book. So you could read it in the middle of summer, but I feel like this is the perfect book to read in June or whenever you get off of school. It is YA. I don't think adults would, because like adults, of course, could like enjoy YA. But in terms of this book, I feel like if you're in high school, you're going to enjoy it more if you were not. So, or college, high school or college, it definitely works better just because it has that schooling aspect. But it was such a fun read for the summer. Like, I wish so. This was the only book I read in the winter that I seriously wish I put off because it's just perfect. It's the end of the year. Like, school's out, scream and shout. And then this one I was not thinking of putting in this video, but I'm just gonna include it. Brotherhood by Mike Chen. Very adventurous book. I did take breaks in between reading it, and I remembered what happened. And I think it's because I know these two characters. So, like, if you know, like, the prequels a lot, it's a very fun summery read. It's a big adventure, which you want on the summer. You're always going to go out and have fun. So, yeah, that's super fun. So, those are my recommendations of a few books that you could read this summer if you want to. And I was thinking I'm going to show you guys what I have on my TBR for summer. So the first one is Tempest River by Cavan Scott. It's a thickie, but it was an audio, so I might get the audiobook to go along with it, but it seems like it's going to be an easy read. I've been putting this one off just because I have so much other stuff to read, and I kind of want to finish like phase 1 of the High Republic. So definitely this is on my list to read soon. And then Book Lovers by Emily Henry, who is the same author who wrote People We Meet on Vacation. Once again, I barely know anything about this book, but I saw on like a few Instagram posts when I was scrolling that this is like the perfect summer read. And it's cute little new romance book, so why not? And then this is my biggest hope, biggest project of the summer, but I want to read all 8 Throne of Glass books. So the whole series, I just started the Assassin's Blade 2 nights ago. I decided to read it in that order. I wasn't really sure. I went with the Assassin's Blade first. I'm like 120 pages in. I am loving it so far. But I want to read all 8 books hopefully before summer ends. And as of now, I'm thinking maybe like read 1 book from the series, read 1 book out of it, then read 1 book from the series, 1 book out of it, so I can get it down. I absolutely love ACOTAR, and I know a few people think Throne of Glass is better than ACOTAR, so I will have to see. I know a lot about the characters because your girl can't stay away from spoilers, but honestly, I don't even mind spoilers. I want to meet Rowan so bad, which I don't think happens till like the 4th book, but I am so excited to meet that man. And like, I'm excited for like when she becomes Aileen. Selena, is that her name right now? I don't really know. I basically know the whole thing about this series. I'm just excited to read it now. I want to find more about like Manon. I don't know if that's how you pronounce her name in Dorian. So I really need to read this series because I know the characters, I know what it's about, I just don't know what happens. Like ACOTAR, I knew the plot a little, but like Throne of Glass, I know nothing, so I'm really hoping I can finally read it this summer. I have all the books over here, but they are too heavy to pick up, and I had it since Christmas, so I think it's finally time to tackle it this summer. So if you have any summer reads that you're hoping to read this summer of 2022, comment them down below because maybe it'll give me some inspiration, or some books you read in the past summer. Comment down below what your top summer reads are, and I hope we all have an amazing summer and have fun reading. Bye.